Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we'll be presenting Chapter 11, Another Income Tax Requirements. This chapter focuses on important legal provision under Section 67 to 73, which outline additional compliance requirements related to income taxation. Most of us are familiar with income tax computation and filing. This chapter emphasizes another responsibilities such as licensing, reporting, and disclosure requirements. These rules are essential because they help ensure transparency, proper documentation, and effective tax administration. Understanding this provision is important not only for businesses and corporations but also for individuals who engage in activities involving foreign income, financial reporting, and tax compliance. Before we proceed to our discussion, allow me to introduce the objective of this report. First is explain the key income tax requirements under Section 67 to 73. We will discuss that each section covers and why it is important. Second is identify reporting and licensing responsibility. This includes understanding who is required to secure licenses and submit reports, especially in relation to foreign payments. And lastly, understand the rules on disclosure and tax compliance. We'll highlight how these rules promote transparency and ensure that taxpayers follows follow proper procedure. Section 67. Collection of foreign payments. Persons or corporations collecting foreign interest or dividends must obtain a license from the commissioner. This means that if a person or company receive money from other countries, like interest or dividend, they need to get permission first. They must apply for a license from commissioner before they can legally collect that money. Next, they must follow rules set by the Secretary of Finance. After getting a license, they must follow the official rules made by the government. These rules explain how they should report the money, what documents are needed, and how they should handle the payment properly. Purpose: allow the government to obtain necessary tax information. The reason for this law is to help the government monitor foreign income. It allows the government to track money coming from the other countries, make sure correct tax are paid, and prevent tax evasion. In short, Section 67 makes sure foreign income is properly reported and taxed. Section 68. Information at source as to income payments. Entities paying income must submit accurate return to the commissioner. Okay. Okay, for this first point, Section 68 requires any person or company or organization that pays income to another person to submit report to the commissioner. These include payments such as salary, wages, rent, interest, annuities, and other form of income. For example, if a company pays salaries to its employees or if a business pays rent to a proper owner, those payment must be properly reported. The report must be accurate and truthful. This means the information submitted should be complete and correct. The purpose of this requirement is to make sure that the government is aware of income being distributed so it can properly monitor tax obligation. The return must include the amount paid that the receipt name and address. When submitting the return, the payer must clear state how much money was paid. They must also include the full name and address of the person who received the payment. This is important because it allows the government to identify who earned the income. Without without this information, it would be difficult to track whether the correct person reported the income and pay the right amount of tax. Applies to government officers making such payments. Government offices and government officers who make income payment are also required to submit reports. For example, uh, if a government agency pays salaries to its employees or given certain compensation, they must also report those payments. This ensures fairness and transparency because both private and public sectors are required to follow the same report rules. Also, covers certain foreign fund interest and foreign corporate dividends collected through business. If a business collect interest from foreign funds or dividends from foreign corporation, this information must also be reported even though the income comes from the other country. It still needs to be disclosed. This help the government monitor foreign source of uh, income and ensure that proper taxes are paid on those earnings. So the summary of section 68, uh, anyone who pays income must report it properly so the government can check if the correct tax are paid. Section 69. Return of information of brokers. Brokers in exchanges or similar businesses must submit verified return when required. So, uh, when required by brokers must submit verified or officially confirmed reports. This means that information must be truthful, accurate, and properly documented. Broker Brokers cannot refuse to provide this information when it is legally required. Must list customers and transaction details, profit, losses, etc. In their report, brokers must provide details information about their clients. This include the name of customers, the transaction made, the profit earned, the losses incurred. For example, if a client earned money from selling stocks, the profit must be reported. If the client experienced loss, that must also be reported. This gives the government a clear picture of the client's financial activities. Goal: help the commissioner determine if customer paid the correct income tax. Since brokers handle many financial transactions, they are in a good position to provide accurate records. These records help prevent tax evasion and ensure fairness in tax system. In simple terms, Section 69 helps the government confirm that income from trading and exchanges is properly declared and taxed.
So, Section 70, under returns of foreign corporations, the requirements are professionals that are lawyers, accountants, banks, etc., who help form or reorganize foreign corporations must file a return within 30 days. Rules are set by the Secretary of Finance upon recommendation of the Commissioner. Section 70 focuses on transparency when foreign corporations are formed or reorganized. The law requires professionals who assist in this process to report the activity to the commissioner within 30 days. This helps the government monitor the cross-border corporate structures and prevent possible tax avoidance. For example, if a Philippine accountant helps organize a foreign corporation for a client, the accountant must file a return within 30 days reporting that involvement. Section 70 under Returns and Corporations, Form and Contents. So, return must be under oath and include required information about the foreign corporation. Only information within the filer's knowledge or control is required. Attorney-client privileged communications are protected. So under Section 70, Paragraph B, it focuses on what information must be included in return. The report must be sworn and truthful, but professionals are only required to report what is within their knowledge or control. And the law still respects the attorneys. Client privilege is important, so confidential legal communications and remains are protected. So under Section 70, disposition and publication of returns. After assessment, income tax returns are filed with the Commissioner, and these become public records. They may be inspected upon order of the President under prescribed rules. So, it explains what happens to the income tax returns after assessment. Once evaluated, the returns are filed with the Commissioner and become public records, but they are not freely accessible to everyone. For instance, even if a return is considered a public record, a person cannot simply request it and view it. Inspection requires an order from the President and must follow official rules. Section 72, under suit to recover tax based on false and fraudulent returns. If the Commissioner finds a false, fraudulent, or understated, taxes collected generally cannot be recovered through a lawsuit. The taxpayer can recover the tax only if they prove the return was not false or fraudulent. The burden of proof is on the taxpayer. The purpose is to discourage or misleading tax filings, but the exception, it does not apply to the good faith depreciation statements for oil wells, gas wells, and mines. So, Section 72 deals with the consequences of filing false or fraudulent tax returns. If the Commissioner determines that a return was dishonest or understated, the taxpayer generally cannot recover the tax that was assessed and collected. For example, if a taxpayer intentionally underreports income and later tries to recover the tax paid after assessment, the law will not allow recovery unless the taxpayer can clearly prove the return was actually correct.
Section 73. Distribution of dividends or assets by corporation. Definition of dividends. Dividends refers to distribution made by a corporation to shareholders from earnings or profits. May be paid in cash or property. Incomplete, liquidation, or dissolution, shareholders' gain is taxable income and loss may be deductible. Purpose. Clarify what counts as dividend income for tax purposes. So example, a company earned 1 million profit this year. The company decides to give 200,000 to its shareholders. If you own 10% of the company, you receive 20,000 dividend because 200,000 times 10% is equal to 20,000. That is your income from owning shares. Stock dividend. Stock dividends, transfer of surplus to capital, are generally not subject to tax. However, if the stock dividend is later canceled or redeemed in a way similar to a cash dividend, it becomes taxable. Tax applies to the extent it represents earnings or profits. Purpose of this is to prevent companies from disguising taxable dividends. Example, you own 100 shares of a company, and the company declares a 10% stock dividend. So 10% of 100 shares is equal to 10 shares. So instead of cash, you receive 10 extra shares. Now you own 110 shares. Dividends deemed from most recent profits. Corporate distribution are considered taken from the most recently accumulated profits. Such distribution form part of the shareholders' income in the year you receive. Ensures proper timing and sourcing of dividend taxation. So example, a company profit in 2023 is 500,000. In 2024 is 300,000. In 2025, the company declares 400,000 dividend. The 400,000 is considered taken first from 2024 profit, which is 300,000, and the remaining 100,000 from 2023 profit. It is assumed to come from the latest earning first. Partnership income deemed received by partners. A partnership's taxable income after corporate tax is considered received by the partners in the same year. Partners are taxed individually on their shares. Applies even if the income was not actually distributed. Purpose of this is to prevent tax deferral through partnerships. Example, a partnership earns 1 million in 2025. There are two partners. Equal sharing is 50% each. Each partner share is 500,000 because 1 million is divided into two. Even if the partner does not give cash yet, each partner is considered received 500,000 income for tax purposes.